There is Pokemon bread. It's just bread with Pokemon drawn on it. Hey, I'll be honest, I want it. I hope it costs exactly $4. But it was cool. That's what you want to feel when you're a kid. You want to feel that like sense of adventure. That commercial was so simple. It was epic music and kids having fun integrating Pokemon in real life. There you go. Kids are interested now. Kids want to see that. They want to see bread. They don't want to see death. Games will color.
Pokemon って RPG だったんだ。すっごい初めてなのに懐かしい。可愛いポケモンとロールプレイングゲームの旅へ。可愛い。ポケットモンスター金銀。あなたも始めてみませんか?
Did I just watch a commercial where a girl was in her pajamas for 20 to 30 seconds just saying like, Pokemon is so cute. Oh my gosh. I mean, it wouldn't be so weird if that were the only commercial like that, but this is a series. There's like 3 more of those girls in her pajama commercials playing Pokemon. Like,
Pokemon って RPG だったんだ。
It's the same exact thing, just this time she's in the kitchen or on the bed laying down differently. It's like 4 different commercials. Is this a Pokemon commercial, or did this just like get mixed in with the bunch? It looks like some Godzilla fight. What? There you go, there you go. It's a Pokemon commercial now. We got the map, and we got one of the towns. There you go. That's Pokemon, obviously. That giant Barugon and that giant Jet Jaguar fighting each other, that's obviously Pokemon. You didn't pay attention like I did in Pokemon Gold. That happened. Didn't happen. Never happened. Alright. Hey. I'm sold. Beautifly.
Shroomic. Torchic. Draco.
Johnson. That's a dead meme, but someone had to bring it back, so you're welcome.
No, Corfish.
Mudkip. Kepleon.
Zigzagoon.
Seriously though, what kind of commercial is this? This is literally people saying Pokemon in different locations. Is this where the budget went?
Wait, did you remember this coming the night
of dollars or so around there, estimately, roughly?
PlayStation 4.
They paid money to a company to do this.
Coming the Classic Edition.
You got the stoner, the cool bro, dude, to just say Blaze a kid.
Okay,
Blaze a kid.
You've mastered every Pokemon move.
Sleep power. Whoa, what's going on here? Excuse me. That child is a plague. Everywhere he is walking, people are literally
where we are?
This is not funny. Look at this kid. Look how proud he looks. He's like, yeah, I just killed all those people and I crushed someone's car. Pokemon. I could do a better job. Hire me, Nintendo, please. YouTube is killing my channel. I have adpocalypse. I have not suitable for advertisers. I'll do anything. I'll write a commercial for Pokemon. Please, I have $1. Alright, we're gonna finish this off strong with some good old-fashioned American healthy McDonald's. Chew as your best little friend, just like Ash, and McDonald's Happy Meal, now only $4.99. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Whoa now. Want to run that by me again? I love that. I love that about Japan. I went to Japan a couple months ago, actually, and every single commercial, for the most part, had like a cute little jingle. I know we have that too, kind of, but it's more charming when it's in another language. One more time. Don't like that, though. Don't like Ronald McDonald with a Pokeball doing stuff. Don't do anything apart from just be there and be creepy. So hey, there we have it for today. We looked at some weird Pokemon commercials, we looked at some happy Pokemon commercials, we looked at some Pokemon bread, we looked at some Pokemon death, we looked at some human death. We covered about all of our areas, I think. Well, thank you. And if there's anything else you'd like me to look at, some commercials or some cartoons or anything else that you'd want to see me talk about or make a video about, let me know in the comments below and I'll be sure to read every single comment. Please also send lots of money to my mail. I have literally $4. I made that very clear. It was a joke at first, but it's not a joke anymore. I only have $4. Thanks, YouTube. I bet you this video will get demonetized. I bet you anything. I will bet you my $4 that this video will get demonetized. Because I looked at a little Japanese girl, which wasn't my...
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Direct Comparison. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at the recently released Super Mario Maker 2 for the Nintendo Switch, and see how it compares to the original game Super Mario Maker for the Wii U. Super Mario Maker is a spin on the classic Super Mario platforming games, where players can piece together their own courses to play using classic Mario assets, including those from the original Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, and the new Super Mario Bros. For Wii and Wii U. Because of this, the graphics are likely not going to change much from one platform to the next. So while I'm still going to compare a few visual elements, the main focus for this video is to cover all the big changes to the Creator Suite, in addition to the new features offered with the sequel. So, starting off, let's investigate whether the visuals have seen any changes going from one platform to the other. While the Nintendo Switch is certainly a more powerful system than the Wii U, there's only so much that can be done to improve on the visual aspects of the classic 8-bit and 16-bit Mario games. The sprites and animations are all practically identical to what the classic games looked like back in the day. However, both versions of Mario Maker feature some slight modifications to make them display properly on more modern displays. The 4:3 aspect ratio, for example, is now pushed out to a 16:9, allowing for more pixels to be displayed on screen without any image stretching. However, both versions do differ when it comes to the resolution. The Nintendo Switch, on the other hand, runs Super Mario Maker 2 at a native 1080p, at least for the 4 matching themes. This resolution is lowered to 900p when loading into the new Super Mario 3D World levels. Though bear in mind that even the original full Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U couldn't handle 900p, so this is still a great improvement. When in portable or handheld mode, Mario Maker 2 on the Switch runs at 720p, while Mario Maker on the Wii U can only run at 480p. Outside of resolutions, not a whole lot has changed visually. Textures, lighting, effects, and models are all pretty much carried over directly, though there are a few very small changes that are worth noting. First, the thwomps now have additional sprites to show when they're waiting, primed, and then attacking. This initially was a feature exclusive to Super Mario World and New Super Mario Bros., but is now properly reflected in the other themes as well. This universal retrofitting also seems to have affected Mario himself, with a new Little Mario crouch animation being added to the original game and Super Mario Bros. 3, similar to the crouch animation used in Super Mario World. This was likely added to signal to the player when they're properly primed to slide down the new slope feature. The classic Mario pipes have also seen some changes, including some new variations to choose from with colors, and a more metallic appearance in the Mario U theme. Seasoned creators in Super Mario Maker will also be disappointed that you can no longer overlap pipes like you could in the first game. But one of the most interesting changes to Mario Maker 2 is the alterations made to the backgrounds and the water effects. In order to account for the addition of water in non-underwater levels, the water effect has been altered slightly, appearing more transparent than it used to. The surface of lava has also changed, and appears slightly more complex now. And then, of course, the backgrounds for many of the different themes have also seen some changes, with the castle theme in Super Mario 3 no longer appearing as a blank black background, and many of the backgrounds in the new Super Mario Bros. U now offering much more detail, like this big fish in the background. Still, even with these changes, the experience looks practically identical to the original game. The real differences come from the changes made to the interface and the various new features. Mario Maker 2 no longer features the silly interactivity of the original game due to a decreased focus on the touchscreen interface. Mario Maker 2 still allows for touchscreen controls when in portable mode, but because the controller no longer requires the screen to be attached at all times like on the Wii U, the creation interface has been drastically changed, resulting in what I think is a less intuitive design. Previously, players could simply use the attached stylus to pick and choose anything from the toolbars with ease and place it directly on the screen. Again, this is still possible in portable mode for Mario Maker 2, but it doesn't feel like the intended control scheme anymore. The main menu, for example, can no longer be interacted with, meaning you can't touch the letters in the title to make them do funny things. Players also can no longer shake objects and characters to change their properties. Instead, clicking and holding an object pulls up a small sub-menu that lets you manually select modifications like whether you want to give a super mushroom to make it larger or wings to make it fly. This menu, while not as silly and fun as before, is much easier to work with, and will likely save your screen from the inevitable wear and tear that comes from rubbing a stylus back and forth across it for hours on end. To account for this change of focus to a more conventional control scheme, Mario Maker 2's item menus have been changed significantly. In the original game, items would appear in a simple grid, with 6 customizable categories that could be selected to appear as the default toolbar. Mario Maker 2, however, seems to only allow for the most recently used items to appear in the top toolbar, and the expanded item menu has been changed to a radial design, with distinct categories being separated by pages. This makes selecting specific items much easier, as previously you'd need to strain your eyes, especially in handheld mode, in order to spot the icon of the item you wanted to use. Though I do wish that there was an option to customize the top toolbar, rather than needing to rely only on the most recently used items. Speaking of which, let's talk about some of the new items exclusive to Mario Maker 2. One of the most requested features from the original game was the ability to create sloped surfaces. And thankfully, Nintendo has delivered on this front, and 2 different varieties of slopes are now available to place in your levels, giving created courses a much more polished and natural feel, as opposed to the constant grid-like appearance of courses in the first game. In addition to this, Mario Maker 2 also features a few new items to play with, including large coins, with the ability to select between 3 different bulk coin values, the Boom Boom enemy, allowing players to add another boss element to their levels, the Angry Sun from Super Mario Bros. 3, the giant Bonsai Bill from Super Mario World, bicycle traps, seesaws, twisters, a swinging claw device, on-off switches which interact with dotted line blocks and can change active tracks, and even the snake blocks, with the ability to create custom paths for them. Unlike Mario Maker 1, the sequel no longer requires players to wait around to unlock all the tools and items for creation. When the original game released, players were stuck waiting for shipments and level kits to be delivered, and not only changes the appearance of the level, but can also tweak the music and introduce some unique game